Turnovers gives your team some of the extra shots during the regular season. Chicago right up there at the top as one of the leaders in steals.
Scottie Pippen returned. Horace Grant, who just picked up his third, will sit down. And Armin Gilliam with only 1 point, 5 rebounds in this first half. Superb half for Grant. 6 for 11, 13 points, along with 9 rebounds. Chicago Bulls looking to make it a 3-1 lead on this best of 7. They'll play Game 5 Tuesday in Chicago. Jordan bottled up. Crowd wanted a charge. Down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Barkley trying to clear it out as he goes against Jordan. And then pitches it back. Green for 3. And that is the end of the first half. The Bulls taking command in the second quarter. The defense sparking the offense. Jordan with 13 at the half. And Barkley has hit 8 of 10 for his 19. The Bulls by 14 here in Philadelphia. Coming up in a moment, it'll be Bob and Pat back at our studio.
All right, Ahmad Rashad back at the Spectrum with Coach Jimmy Lineman. Down 14 points, your assessment of the first half.
Well, we have to rebound the ball better, Ahmad. Plain and simple. They have 13-second shots. We're not going to get it done that way.
All right, good luck to you in the second half. All right, Marv.
Thanks, Ahmad. Jim Lineman, his third year as head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. And he has his ball club in a hole as they head to the third quarter. Crowd urging the Sixers on. 13 apiece for Jordan. Grant, Pippen with 10. Balance scoring by the Bulls. Barkley with 19. And no one else in double figures.
In the first half, it's interesting that Phil Jackson played his bench 34 minutes of playing time. Jim Lynam, 22 minutes from his bench. The difference in productivity, 8 points from the Bulls bench, only 2 from the 76ers.
Ricky Green, Hersey Hawkins in the backcourt. Charles Barkley, Rick Mahorn, and Armin Gilliam up front. Third quarter is underway. Hawkins with a very soft first half. 1 for 3 from the field. That's good. Barkley getting inside. He has 21. The Bulls now lead 52-40, resetting Chicago. Jordan and Paxson at the guards. Cartwright with Grant and Pippen on the front line. Good hands by Green. And Barkley with the one-bounce delivery to Hawkins. What a pass by Charles Barkley.
You talk about threading a needle. That thing just missed the outstretched hand to Scottie Pippen. A good catch by Hawkins in conversion.
Chicago with a 10-point lead. Grant.
I think we see a little difference in the intensity level right now of the 76ers.
Alley-oop. There's Gilliam. He's stripped. Beautiful play by Grant. Pippen now guarded by Barkley. Hawkins back on Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Pippen. Scottie Pippen with 12. And the Bulls lead at 54-42. Nice backdoor lead, but Hawkins missed the layup. And Hawkins' pass picked off. And the Sixers just standing around, did not react. Foul called. Green picks it up.
Actually, a good foul by Green to stop the layup, but Barkley sees his man out in front, bounces it just past the outstretched hand of Pippen. Good recovery by Hawkins. And Charles likes it. He knows he has to get the crowd into the game. He knows he needs his teammates to step up and perform.
2 minutes gone by in the third. Jordan drawing the double team. Finds Grant. 15 points for Horace Grant. And so the Bulls able to settle down. They're back to a 14-point advantage. Mahorn. Rick Mahorn has hit 3 out of 5. He has 7 points. The Bulls by 12. Michael Jordan 5 for 16 from the field in the first half. It's been, for the most part, a jump shooting exhibition by Jordan. Barkley going around Grant and then hit Gilliam in the head with the pass.
And the reason he dropped it off is he had taken it off so far away from the basket he couldn't quite reach it himself. Tried to drop it off. Teammate wasn't looking, Armin Gilliam.
And Gilliam was called for the foul.
See, Charles actually picked up his dribble right at the outside of the lane area. He kind of hopped, skipped, and jumped to try and get to the front of the rim. He was airborne. Figured I'll let my teammate lay it in.
Well, the 76ers normally have a terrific sense of humor, and perhaps when they step away from this ball game, if it continues going along the same lines, they will enjoy that play, because you know they will under the proper conditions.
I wouldn't ask him about it right now, though.
And Pippen rejected by Mahorn. Good hustle by Rick Mahorn. On the 24, and that was well played by the Sixers. Barkley with a head of steam has stopped. Paxson and Jordan in his path. Green with the open shot. Sixers continue to have difficulties from outside. Here is Pippen. Yes. Scottie Pippen with another open shot. He has 14, and the Bulls lead at 58 to 44. Again, Green left wide open. Sixers able to get back, and Green with the steal. Gilliam, yes. Armin Gilliam with his first field goal. He missed his first 6 shot attempts. Phil Jackson calling for a timeout. The Bulls with a 12-point lead.
So much of the double teaming comes from the point guards in the NBA that you have to have a guy to knock out open shots. Right now, Rick Green is reluctant for the 76ers. That's why Paxson was so valuable during the season, shooting 55% for the Bulls. A few moments ago, as Mahorn chased down the loose ball, he just tried to get the fans a little bit involved here with what's going on. A little headbutt to let them know that you're with us, I understand.
Trying to get another member of the Thump and Bump Club. Well, next Saturday on NBA Inside Stuff, Ahmad Rashad, get this, Mike, sits poolside in L.A. with the man they call Magic, Irvin Magic Johnson. Always a tough assignment for Ahmad, plus all the latest news and highlights from the playoffs. NBA Inside Stuff next Saturday on NBC. Jordan has 15 at Chicago with a 14-point lead.
Ahmad has been telling me how hard they're working him. I feel for him.
7.5 remaining in the third quarter. Hawkins. Let's see, Hawkins 2 out of 6 from the field.
It's almost like Hawkins shot that one saying, look, I've got to start contributing, and then when he got in the air, he said, nah, this is a bad shot for me.
Paxson. And Mahorn protecting. Ricky Green at 36 years of age, the oldest regular starting point guard in NBA history. And it's Gilliam again. Newt Bowl, talking about Ricky Green, says that Green has been in the league so long, he ought to be my uncle. Bulls with a 60-48 lead. Pippen and another wide open shot.
These are uncontested, wide open 17-footers that they're going to knock down if you keep letting them stand around and shoot it. Must put more pressure on.
The backdoor lob did not work. The horn jumping out at Jordan. And here's another open shot. Bill Cartwright with his second bucket. He has 4. The double-ups now costing the 76ers a host of open shots, and the Bulls continue to convert.
Yo, Mars Blackman, here with the lattice lamp.
I am the genie on the lamp. I'm granting you just one wish.
What should I wish for? Do you know?
$1 million?
Nah, tax problem.
A new car?
Can't drive. I got it.
A bam, boom!
Look, Mom, I can fly. I like that, Genie.
I am the greatest.
The 1991 Toyota Previa All-Track LE was designed for precious cargo. No one knows that better than golf star Chichi Rodriguez, who uses the Previa to bring disadvantaged kids to his youth foundation for a little care and guidance.
Nothing is more precious than to see a smile on a little boy's or girl's face. To me, that's more important than winning any golf tournament.
Toyota Previa. We love what you do with it, Chichi.
What's the coolest new thing in sports? It's red. It's new tropical fruit flavored Gatorade. With a big, bold flavor that makes it the coolest new thing in sports.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by your Toyota dealers and their quality line of cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized. And by Xerox, the document company.
Let's take a look at how these Bulls are winding up so free for their shots. As Cartwright sets the screen, Jordan dribbles off and accepts the double team, which means that Cartwright will roll to the open area. But the key guy here for the 76ers, there's the double team, winds up being Armin Gilliam, who's concerned about his man. As a result, he doesn't rotate quick enough over to Cartwright for the open jumper. The defense must rotate quickly, force the offensive man to put the ball on the floor.
Armin Gilliam only 2 for 10 from the field. And the 76ers, who had the terrific first-round shooting against Milwaukee in the 3-game sweep, have gone the other way against the Bulls, except for Charles Barkley, who is 9 out of 12 for his 21 points. The Bulls shooting 39% from the floor thus far, only 20 for 51. Shot clock at 5. Here's Andre Turner, who just checked in. The Bulls lead 64-50.
Again, there was the double team coming from the defensive point man, the one man, Paxson. As a result, Turner open, knocks out the jumper. Before, Ricky Green a little hesitant to shoot that.
Bulls have hit 7 of 10 from the field here in the third. Anderson looking to a double up, called for the reach-in.
Personal foul from Ron Anderson. His second.
That's number 2 on Anderson. And there is the Sixer rundown. Aside from Barkley and the 3 of 5 by Mahorn, it has been a horrendous shooting performance. Oh, what a pass from Jordan, and Grant was hit. Barkley was looking for the push-out against Grant.
And if we think back during the game, that's at least the 4th opportunity that Michael Jordan has had the ball at the top of the circle area and finds a teammate open underneath. The Bulls are executing the half-court offense versus the double team. Obviously, they anticipated it after their team meeting yesterday, where they watched some film. They're all stepping to their spots. Jordan's finding them.
Charles Barkley called for his third 13th foul on the 76ers. Horace Grant, in his 4th season out of Clemson, averaged just under 13 per game during the regular season. It's the Bulls by 16, and the Bulls go to pressure.
Just trying to change up and keep the 76ers on their heels a little bit. Here comes the full court pressure, trying to see if they can force a turnover or a missed shot.
Well, the Sixers had no difficulty with it in that particular sequence.
Well, obviously they've practiced against it, but Chicago held off this game, didn't use it until here in the third quarter.
And they have done that very effectively. They stagger the pressure. At times they'll go with the light, or as Phil Jackson calls it, the escort pressure. Cartwright had it knocked away and also took a shot.
Horn loves to reach in with the free hand to try and strip the ball from his offensive opponent. Gets away with it many times by getting ball. That time got a little piece of the arm.
And that's 3 on the Horn. Bill Cartwright on the line for the first time. The Bulls have not shot well at the line this series. Only 63% the last 2 games. Phil Jackson and his Bulls went 61-21 during the regular season. Best record in the history of the franchise. They are the 9th team in the history of the league to win 60 games in a season. They swept the Knicks 3 straight. In the opening round, they won the first game by 41 points. And here today, they're trying to make it a 3-1 advantage on the Philadelphia 76ers. You recall a year ago, they knocked off the Sixers in the playoffs in 5. And then were eliminated once again by Detroit. How about the Pistons yesterday afternoon? How do you figure that kind of flat performance as they were just destroyed by the Boston Celtics?
Well, sometimes when you get in a situation where everything seems to cave in at the same time. A great pass over the top of Jordan's head. Michael had turned his back that time. Did not see his man end the ball. As a result, they fired it right past his head. But it's one of those days where everything collapsed at the same time. The Celtics were on top of their game. I think the Celtics anticipate a little bit tougher battle in the next encounter.
Here's Jordan. He had to offer a shot, played well by Hawkins, but Jordan able to recapture. Took a wild shot. Barkley once again trying to get away with a pass that was very fine. He did succeed right at the start of the third quarter.
On the last out-of-bounds play, Jordan had turned his head. They fired it right past Mike. A little lob to Hersey underneath, who scores.
Anderson. He cannot get off. Oh, what hustle by Barkley. And he deflected it out.
As the ball came out of Anderson's hand on the shot, and you could hear the entire crowd anticipating that, hey, we need this one to go in, but it did not.
Bulls lead it 67-54, and that is called against Chicago. Cartwright and Barkley getting involved. They're having words now. And the Horn steps in. Jake O'Donnell keeping Cartwright away. Bill Cartwright and Charles Barkley started to go at each other. Rarely do you see Cartwright that angry. He has certainly had his share of physical mishaps. There are some who feel they are not accidental. Others say, well, he's kind of an awkward player, and so havoc is created. He's been hit with a technical foul, and Hawkins will shoot the tee. Here's another look at it.
Cartwright sets a little back pick action on Barkley, and after the foul was blown and they were walking up the floor, Barkley kind of tapped him or patted him a little bit. I'm not sure that Bill took it in the right manner and reacted towards it. The screen takes place, the hold right there, the foul is called, and now as they go up the floor, watch Charles. He says a little something to Bill right after this and kind of puts a hand on him. Then Bill starts it with the push.
And Jake O'Donnell did a good job in separating the two.
And the crowd still remembering that Manute Bol was tossed out of the game the other night. They wanted Cartwright thrown out.
Little different situation, though. And the call against the 76ers.
If defensive position has been established out away from the basket, then it's an offensive foul. No question Paxson was there to take it.
Anderson called for his third. Again, Jordan posting up. The Bulls have a 12-point lead, just under 3 to go in the third. Bulls led by as many as 17. 2 on the shot clock. Crowd wanted to travel. Michael Jordan is only 7 for 21, and you heard the reaction. Philadelphia bench thought there should have been a call of steps. Again, the double up on Barkley. Cartwright comes over. Nice pass. Anderson will go to the line.
Just when you think you have a layup against this Bulls team, they're so quick reacting, so athletic, they cover so much ground, they get a piece of it to stop the easy score.
Officially, we don't know what the heck it is.
I don't know, but what else have I got to do this summer?
To the best of our knowledge, it's people in tight pants moving fast.
How can it be a chill out if it's summer?
It's games, promotions, fun, and free cars.
It's like Woodstock, man. It's all the fun we had in the 50s.
It's people in tight pants moving fast.
It's like fusion, dude.
Psychologically speaking, the Pepsi Summer Chill Out gives us permission to let our hair down.
Chill out.
I'm chilling out.
Chill out.
Chill out.
Toyota's Iron Man Stewart wins. Another win for Iron Man Stewart. Miss Toyota and Iron Man. In the winner's circle again, Iron Man Stewart.
Wonder if Andretti has these problems.
We all like to keep our car looking new. That's why so many people use Armor All Protectant. Armor All cleans and shines the rubber, plastic, and vinyl. And it protects all those surfaces, too. So Armor All makes your car look like new. And helps it last longer. And that makes you look pretty smart. Armor All. It keeps you looking good.
Well, over the years, Bill Cartwright has been one who has been at the center of a host of physical mishaps. Some say not by accident. The Bulls say the awkwardness of Cartwright contributes to the series of incidents, a subject that we discussed.
Well, I'm a physical player. I have a tendency to draw a lot of contact, and when I'm on the court, I'm going to run into somebody, so things are going to happen.
Bill, best of luck today.
Ow! Ow!
Little attempt at mirth, Mike. Do you know that? I'm sorry.
Showing your toughness.
I'm sorry. He even ran into a ball boy about a month ago, and the ball boy, it should be pointed out, came out second best. Bill Cartwright picked up his 4th in that disagreement moments ago with Charles Barkley. Anderson was fouled by Paxson, cuts it to a 12-point Bulls lead.
The 76ers showing a little 2-2-1 press here right now, trying to get the Bulls out of their half-court offense, perhaps produce a few turnovers to try and close this score down.
We're approaching 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Jordan. Michael Jordan now 8 for 22. He has 19. Michael Jordan coming into today with the tendonitis of the left knee, looking a little bit gimpy as he was Friday night when he hobbled his way to the 46-point performance. Good double team by the Bulls. Shot clock is down to 2. Turner has to fling it. Rebounded by Anderson and knocked away, so the 76ers get the new 24.
The Chicago Bulls play the passing lanes, they put pressure on the guy with the basketball, and then when they extend their defense, it makes the shot clock run down. You've got to get up shots that are challenged most times.
Anderson sweeping in, and Paxson off the steal. Anderson thought he was tripped up. comes Barkley. And once again, he tried to get too cute and turned it over.
Well, it's a plus and it's a minus when you have the player of Charles' ability to rebound and lead the fast break. He makes so many things happen. Yet at times, when he's not totally comfortable with what he's trying to do there, you'd rather have your guards making those decisions at the end. You live with that, though, during the course of the year because he makes so many positive things happen.
Cartwright getting possession. Bill Cartwright with his third field goal. He has 7 points. Phil Jackson has stayed with him despite the 4th foul that he collected just moments ago. Now Mahorn whipping in on Cartwright. And Cartwright rebounds and hit the deck, as did Mahorn.
You think back to the Boston Celtics style of play where Bird has the ball at the top of the circle and makes so many things happen. I think today we're seeing Michael Jordan placed in that same role by Phil Jackson, a scorer but a distributor from the top of the circle area.
Shot clock at 4. It's down to 1. Armstrong. 15 seconds left in the quarter. The Bulls by 16. And Philadelphia holding for a final shot. Called on Jordan, that is his third, with 6 seconds remaining in the third.
One of the things that Michael Jordan loves to do is come from behind an offensive player and go for the block, swipe, or steal. Affects the shot there, forces Mahorn into a bad one. You know that Rick Mahorn knew Jordan was coming from behind.
Now Gilliam is back, and Mahorn sits down. 6 seconds remaining, third quarter. Barkley for 3. After 3, here at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, it's the Chicago Bulls 73 and the Philadelphia 76ers 57. Michael Jordan with 19, 6 of his 19 here in the third quarter. Chicago has led all the way, leading by as many as 17.
Not long ago, we asked Toyota truck owners with 100,000 miles to tell us their story. They did, by the thousands. The letters kept coming from all over the country, from satisfied ranchers, electricians, park rangers, firefighters, over 14,000 of them. Each one a 100,000-mile truck story. That adds up to 1.4 billion truck miles. And the letters keep coming. I love what you do for me.
My mother and grandmother are definitely my ultimate heroes, and they've been my role models forever. Whatever you put into life, that's what you get out of it, and they both stressed that to me. And that's the kind of people you need, and it always starts at home.
At one point in time, I thought school wasn't important to me, and my mom took the time out to pound it in my head that school was important and to get an education and to go on to college and make something of myself. Mom, you're fantastic.
This is the NBC Television Network.
With Pizza Hut Pairs, now 2 delicious medium pan pizzas bubbling with cheese, just $9.99. Add your favorite mouth-watering toppings to both.
Making it hot, making it twice, getting it fast and loving the price.
Now America's favorite pizza is making a great deal. 2 medium cheese pan pizzas, only $9.99. Add your choice of mouth-watering toppings.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
Experience summer like never before in the heart of the Thousand Islands at Alexandria Bay and the spectacular Pine Tree Point Resort. At Pine Tree Point, you'll dine in casual elegance with a view of the beautiful St. Lawrence and dance to top entertainment. Enjoy our beautiful terrace lunches along with our scrumptious Sunday brunch. And when you phone our toll-free number, ask about our special escape package rates. Enjoy the best of the Thousand Islands at Pine Tree Point Resort, Alexandria Bay.
Happy Mother's Day from all of us at Channel 3.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Welcome back to the Spectrum in Philadelphia. 85-degree day outside. Indoors, the Chicago Bulls with the commanding 73-57 lead as they look to go up 3-1 in this best of 7. Game 5 Tuesday night in Chicago. And the 76ers with a 20-point first quarter, 18 in the second, 19 in the third.
Well, keep in mind, during the regular season, the Bulls held their opponents to about 101 points a game, which was 4th best in the league. That's slightly over 25 points per quarter. Those 3 quarters are outstanding defensively.
Will Purdue has checked back in. Bill Cartwright sitting down. B.J. Armstrong has returned. Purdue from outside. Gilliam posting up. Only his third field goal, and the Bulls lead 73-59. Jordan and Armstrong at the guards. Pippen is handling the ball, takes some of the pressure off Jordan. Stuff front over Grant and Purdue. Charles Barkley has gone most of the way. Had a brief rest late first half. Anderson. Yes. And Ron Anderson with only his second field goal. So Gilliam and Anderson able to get off early here in the fourth. They have been invisible to this point.
Well, the team shooting 38% at the end of 3 quarters comes out and makes the first 2 shots, and they are made by the guys that they need to make them, Gilliam and Anderson.
Jordan able to beat the double team. The Bulls 75 and the 76ers 61.
Let's keep in mind, Jim Ryan told us he wants to change up when he double teams, when he plays Jordan straight up, when it's a read by Jordan.
Anderson showing confidence. He thought he was hit. Looking for the hacking foul. Scottie Pippen through the foul. And that makes it even worse for Ron Anderson.
Well, if you're going to try to show an official up and then in front of the entire arena start banging your arm saying, hey, I got fouled, and the play comes right back at you, you know what to expect.
Anderson called for his 4th. Scottie Pippen to the line for the first time. 17 for Pippen. Displaying his usual solid all-around game. Did not shoot well, though, on Friday night. 9 for 23, but he is just capping off an outstanding regular season. The Bulls 77 and the Sixers 61 with a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Hawkins lost it, and Armstrong held by Turner.
And by the foul taking place in the backcourt before he got the ball over the half-court line, they'll just take it out on the side. There will be no shot attempts on this one. After the deflection by Pippen, as they're bringing the ball right there, the foul takes place. If that ball would have been on the other side, across the half-court line, they would have awarded 2 free throws to the Bulls.
Because of the clear path to the basket. Interpretation. Yes, and it counts. Grant with 19, and he will go to the line.
That was the clear path to the rim right there. As a result of the pick and roll, double team, the open teammate underneath.
Anderson called for the foul, his 5th, and a timeout has been called.
Fact. Ford offers performance that's supercharged and turbocharged. Fact. Ford offers 16, even 24-valve engines. Fact. Mustang GT, Probe GT, Thunderbird SC, Escort GT, and Taurus SHO make up the best-selling line of performance cars, American or import. Call it leadership. Call it winning. The simple fact is, Ford is #1. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish my old partner was here tonight, because this used to be our song.
All my dreams come true. You're my arms, socks and bonds, and a home for 2.
In the movies, happy endings are easy, but in the real world, they take solid planning. So for peace of mind, investment advice, and buying or selling your home, come to the companies of the Prudential and build your future on the rock.
For those of you looking for the big taste of Miller Genuine Draft, in a light beer, we proudly present Cold Filter Miller Genuine Draft Light. Also available in 12-ounce sizes.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By McDonald's, always good food, always good value. And by Miller Genuine Draft Light. Big draft taste comes to life.
Bulls have an 18-point lead in a game that has had its share of rough play, both in the first and second half, similar to what took place in Game 2 in Chicago. We asked Michael Jordan, does the Sixer rough play bother him?
No, I mean, it really doesn't. As long as I know what's going on, and it's within good sportsmanship. You know, I don't like stuff outside of the sportsmanship. I think you know, if I know that I've got a breakaway and they can't let me have that basket and they foul me and make it a hard foul, at least check and see if I'm all right. I mean, that's good sportsmanship. I would do that for them, basically. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way. But I still have to play. I got to play my game, no matter how you look at it.
There are ways of fouling, trying to stop easy scores. Michael talking about people undercutting, taking your legs out where you don't really have a chance of protecting yourself when the fall takes place.
And we resume with Horace Grant looking to complete a three-point play. 20 points for Grant. And Chicago with the biggest lead of the game, a margin of 19. B.J. Armstrong able to anticipate that return attempt. Oh, he is walloped. Talk about rough play. He was slammed.
But not intentional. It was a situation where, because of the position that the contact took place, his body wound up going right into the stanchion behind. Barkley goes up, tries to back off, but it's a hard foul. There's no question. Yeah, it's a hard foul. Armstrong coming on the double team with his hands out, trying to force the turnover, gets it, and then Barkley, probably mad at himself because of the turnover, gets him with his body.
I don't agree with you. Obviously, officials don't.
You haven't agreed with me much this season.
Which is actually, once I start agreeing with you, I'll start questioning myself. Flagrant foul was called. And so it is possession to Chicago. And Charles Barkley has taken the knee brace off. I think it's part of the game, but it's so difficult to read someone's mind in a situation like that, as you well know. If Charles was on truth serum, I think he was trying to shake B.J. up a bit.
You know, it's tough to say with the effects of 270 pounds landing on 150 pounds.
And here come the Sixers. Anderson. The Bulls now lead it 82-63.
Mark, I think Charles hit him hard. Does that make you feel better?
Well, no. Even you saw that. It's what the intent of the hit is what we're discussing here. I don't think he wants to hurt B.J. Jordan, but I think he's delivering a message. 84-63 Bulls. Gilliam gets inside, and Pippen rips it down.
Once again, Michael Jordan coming from behind the shooter's head, trying to get a piece or at least affect the shot by Gilliam.
Michael Jordan, 23 points, 10 assists. Barkley joining Hawkins defensively on Jordan, and it allows Pippen the open shot. That was a three-point attempt. Grant getting it back out, and they will regroup. Pippen and Jordan playing catch, setting it up as they got the new 24.
Right back into their triangle offense, which produces easy scores, and there's one of them right there on the backdoor play. High post flash, hit the high post, backdoor the guard.
And B.J. Armstrong extends to an 86-63 lead. Just over 4 minutes gone by in the fourth. Barkley from Turner, yes, and it counts. 25 points for Barkley.
When the guards will dribble, penetrate, and draw the defense in, it produces high percentage shots for those big guys. Barkley making sure inside he finishes off.
Purdue called for the foul. Barkley 3 out of 5 from the line. It's been a tough season physically for Charles Barkley. Making it back from the sprain of the medial collateral ligament in his left knee. And a series of ankle injuries. Continues to bounce back. Charles telling us one wrong move and he could be through for the playoffs. Hodges, and Pippen keeps it alive. Particularly hurts when he goes to his right, although he has taken the brace off. George, oh, what a move! Pulling his way along the baseline.
Jordan knew that there was another Sixer coming from behind to double team him. He started to pull back. He knew there was somebody coming. Foul takes place right there on the trap, and yet continued to the baseline to finish the dunk. He starts to pull back, but then on his way to the basket, knows he's got a small guard, takes him strong. Here comes Anderson sneaking from behind, but never gets a chance to finish the double team.
Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place. All my dreams never know fast.
The field was crowded, but people knew what they wanted. In a few short months, Explorer passed all the rest. With advanced push-button four-wheel drive, Ford's newest winner, the roomiest 4x4 in its class, outsold every competitor. Explorer, leaving the crowd behind.
In trying to make an artistic statement, one should be careful not to let one's personal aroma do the talking. In order not to offend the critics, I recommend Right Guard Sports Stick. It provides maximum protection and the freshest scents, a sublime palette of odoriferous emanations. After all, a true artiste should be remembered for his inspiration, not his perspiration. Right Guard Sports Stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Oscar winner Rod Steiger and Michael Gross take you on one of the biggest manhunts in FBI history. In the Line of Duty 3, Manhunt in the Dakotas, NBC tonight.
The Bulls in the midst of a 15-4 run over the last 4 minutes, and they have their biggest lead of the game, a margin of 23, not getting it from both Armin Gilliam and Ron Anderson, and that has hurt Anderson 3 out of 10, and Gilliam only 3 for 12 from the field. Let's go over to Ahmad.
All right, Marv, I was just trying to find out on why Charles Barkley took that brace out, and Charles answered me like only Charles can. He said, because I wanted to.
Ahmad always getting to the crux of the story. As Charles has removed the brace that does slow him. The brace of the left knee. Here's Turner. And Livingston has just checked back in. Able to rebound. It's Pippen up front with Purdue and Livingston. Hodges and Jordan in the backdoor.
Jake coming back.
Craig Hodges.
Philly comes out of the timeout, goes to its 1-3-1 half-court trap with Bol back in the game, trying to force some perimeter shots, some misses.
Anderson, Turner. Sixers with Bol up front along with Barkley and Anderson. Hawkins and Turner now in the backcourt.
Again, the 1-3-1, trying to produce some easy scores off of missed shots, off of turnovers. And one thing the Bulls like to do is get Hodges in the corner with a three-pointer.
Here's Hodges. That was 2-point range. And the Bulls now lead 90-67. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Chicago Bulls seeking to make it a 3-1 lead and the best of 7. And then they will look to wrap it up Tuesday in Chicago. And the Bulls have won 12 straight playoff games at home. That dates back to the last game of the 1989 Eastern Conference Finals against Detroit. It is a backcourt violation. And the crowd reacts because the ball was thrown in anger by Purdue. And that will be a technical foul.
I'm not sure what Will Purdue is thinking about unless he's just mad at himself for not coming up with the loose ball.
Well, Will Purdue is called for the tee. Coming up next, it'll be all the excitement of the NBA playoffs right here on NBC. Magic Johnson and the LA Lakers going up against Chris Mullin and the Golden State Warriors in Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. Lakers now lead Utah 2-1. Lakers up 2-1. Dick Enberg and Steve Snapper Jones will have it for you following the Sixers and the Bulls. See how badly it's gone for the Sixers. Even Hersey Hawkins missing from the foul line. Missed the technical. With the air ball swing and a hard foul given now by the Bulls, although Hersey is being helped to his feet.
That's just a little reminder from before when Turner went into the backstop. Or rather, I should say B.J. Armstrong went into the backstop. That's a little reminder from the Bulls that we can take our fouls also.
His foul was called on Jordan. That was his 4th. Hawkins, 5 out of 6 from the line. Hersey only 3 for 7 from the field, 11 points. And the Sixers have had their problems at the foul line. They're 13 for 20. So the Bulls lead it 90-68.
Are we getting close to the point that if you're Phil Jackson, understanding that Jordan is struggling a little bit with that leg, that you pull him?
Yes.
He's kind of enjoying the crowd of music right now. He's smiling back at the people looking up at the scoreboard.
Turner knocked it away. Hawkins. And he was hit by Livingston.
Livingston is second, team 4th.
Getting a big physical.
Well, if there's not going to be any easy scores when Chicago's on offense, the Bulls just making sure that the Sixers aren't getting any easy ones. And Jordan looked over at Phil Jackson and said, I understand. We've got to keep our heads in it. Let's not lose our concentration. With just under 5 minutes to go, there still is time for things to turn around.
We touched on this last week, but getting to this point of the season has been a major accomplishment for Jim Lynam. When you consider the slew of injuries suffered by Charles Barkley, they lost Johnny Dawkins, major trade made midway through the season, changing the makeup of the squad, acquiring Armin Gilliam. They lost Mike Trubinsky, and this is a ball club that has had 19 different players on the roster.
It's a team that lost 120 games, Philadelphia, to injuries this year, whereas Chicago, the fewest in the league, only 20 games missed due to injury.
Hodges for 3. Oh, he has the touch now. You can see the look. Craig Hodges, winner of the NBA's three-point shooting competition at the All-Star Weekend when he hit 19 in a row, connecting on his first 3 of the afternoon. Hodges on the steal, even went behind the back, putting the move on Turner, then try to go behind the back to Pippen. Did not work. And the crowd urging Manute to pump one up again. Oh, Manute down low for the hook. entertainment portion of this ball game. The Bulls now lead 93-73. Livingston for Purdue got it back out. Here is Jordan from downtown. Barkley. And Hawkins missed the layup. I would think very shortly we will see Michael Jordan depart. 20-point lead coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the game. Hodges again from downtown.
I think we see Jordan depart, and I think we see Barkley out of there soon also.
Have not had a stoppage in a while. Turner. Out of 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's the Bulls 93 and the 76ers 75. Bulls have had the sizable lead throughout. They will take a commanding 3-1 advantage in the best of 7. Shot clock was down to 2. Scottie Pippen with 20 points.
You see the Bulls developing that arrogance that teams who go on to win championships eventually get, and you only get that from going through learning experiences. They've done that.
Arrogance or confidence or combination thereof. Well, Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley happen to be very close off the court, enjoying the moment, although I think Michael is enjoying it a little bit more.
Escort owners talk about the new Ford Escort.
From the 87 to the 91, it's 100% difference.
I would definitely buy another one. It's a good, solid car, and I think it's a good value for the price.
I was really surprised at what we were getting for the price we paid. I'm really happy with the quality and the value, and my husband loves the way it handles on the highway. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 10.
Right now, Ford is offering low financing or special savings on all new Escorts.
Bit by bit, putting it together, piece by piece, the way to make an ideal work.
Behind every accomplishment is a document that bridges the gap between what can be and what will be.
Every moment's contribution, every detail plays a part, putting it together.
Putting together documents that can change the world. Faxing, scanning, copying, printing. Xerox, the document company.
Kick it out.
The big orange taste of Minute Maid Orange Soda, the official soft drink of the NBA.
We all like to keep our car looking new, so use Armor All Protectant. It makes your car look like new and helps it last longer. And that makes you look pretty smart. Armor All. It keeps you looking good.
The lovable Lee Trevino, Chichi Rodriguez, and the men who forever remain kids at heart. The Liberty Mutual Legends of Golf next weekend.
Today's Miller Genuine Draft Player of the Game, Horace Grant of the Chicago Bulls. And on behalf of Horace, NBC and Miller Genuine Draft will donate $1,000 to the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund. Horace Grant sending the message early, very active off the boards. He's 8 out of 14 from the field, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 6 off the offensive glass. In contrast to Armin Gilliam, who never got into it.
Gilliam, Anderson, they just did not get the support necessary to go along with Barkley, who started out well today.
And the Sixers have begun to clear the bench. Dave Hoppin, Ryan Oliver, Jason Williams checked in. Shot clock is at 2. Oliver. Nice move by the rookie from Georgia Tech. And the Bulls now lead 95-77. Phil Jackson now has lifted Michael Jordan, who finishes up with 25, shot only 11 to 27. Dennis Thompson has come on. It's Scott Williams who just checked in, rookie from North Carolina. Thompson also missing. Hoppin from Turner. Dave Hoppin in his 4th season out of Nebraska, originally a 3rd-round draft pick of the Atlanta Hawks back in '86. Going on to Charlotte, acquired from the Hornets in the Gilliam-Jaminski transaction. Grant, Megan Grant, 22 points for Grant. Bulls 97 and the 76-79 as we come up on 1 minute remaining in the game. High point men for the Sixers. Barkley with 25. Off game for Hawkins. He had 15 points. Anderson with 10, but Anderson only 4 for 11 from the field. Jordan with his 25, but did not shoot well. Grant with 22, and Pippen with 20. And B.J. Armstrong with 8 points. Now to 40 seconds remaining. And the Bulls with a 20-point lead. Here's Hopper. 99-81. The series will shift back to the Windy City. Game 5 on Tuesday. If there is a Game 6, it will be back here in Philadelphia. Oliver with 20 seconds remaining. The Chicago Bulls turning it with their defensive play in the second quarter.
This team has the ability to put strings together, both at the offensive end and defensively, to blow games open quickly. That's what happened.
It counts on the foul with 6 and 4/10 seconds remaining. So Dennis Hobson on the score sheet. Coming up next, it'll be Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers going up against Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and the Golden State Warriors. That'll be Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals. Dick Enberg, Steve Jones will bring it to you. As Turner goes the length of the court, and the Bulls with a 101-85 victory over the 76ers to take a 3-games-to-1 lead in this best of 7. Thanks to our producer, Tommy Roy, our director, Andy Rosenberg, handling the stats as always, Mr. Stats, Elliott Cow. Again, the rundown of the high scores: Jordan with 25, Grant with 22, Pippen had 20, while the Sixers, led by Barkley, who had 25, and Hawkins with 15. We'll be back here in Philadelphia after these words.
There's only one light beer with the big taste of Miller Genuine Draft. Cold filtered Genuine Draft Light.
We're on our way. Yeah, we'll be ready.
Discover Genuine Draft Light.
When it was first introduced, Ford Taurus became a tremendous success. Naturally, this made Taurus a target for the competition. But while they've been taking aim, we've been making Taurus even better, with improvements in ride, handling, and performance, and safety advances like a driver's airbag and anti-lock brakes. Because everybody knows it's much harder to hit a moving target.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Hey, Michael, you like lean beef? Oh, okay. How about fresh lettuce and tomato? I'll take that as a yes. All the trimmings? All right. What say we put it all on a toasted sesame seed bun? McDonald's calls it the new McLean Deluxe, Michael. It's 91% fat-free, 100% delicious. Say, Michael, can we get you one? Haha, true it is. McDonald's new McLean Deluxe, the official sandwich of the NBA.
The Lakers, the Warriors. It's Magic and Mullin in a good old Western shootout. The NBA playoffs continue next.
Welcome back to the Spectrum, where I'm here with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. You guys take a 3-1 lead. Michael, what was the difference in the game today as opposed to the other night?
I think our defense, we rebounded the ball very well. Scottie got himself going, as well as Harris played extremely well. I think it was a well-balanced effort by everybody on the team, defensively as well as offensively.
All right, Scottie, you come in here, you guys got pretty much what you want. You split, and you go home with a big advantage.
Well, yeah, I think our home court advantage should give us the edge. I thought we played well in front of our fans, so I think we'll come back and play the same.
All right, a question that everybody wants to know. Tony Kukoc will not be coming to the Bulls, at least right away. Your reaction?
Well, my reaction, as well as everybody on the team, basically, we are focused on what we have to do right now. You know, I think that's management's job to worry about what's going to happen in the future. But basically, you know, now Scotty's can get his contract taken care of. Everybody else can get their contracts taken care of. And certainly, you know, it's going to be a happier and more smiles in Chicago.
All right, good game, you guys. Good luck to you. All right, back to you, Marv.
All right, Ahmad, final score again. The Chicago Bulls 101, Philadelphia 76ers 85. Easy victory for Chicago to go up 3 games.